Good evening, believers and achievers. Thank you so much. If you are listening in on the call later, or if you join us later and you go back to listen, now I call it a call and it's actually a Zoom meeting. Tonight we have Riley Baudelaire. Oh, I don't know. And Kat Boulay, or Bullet, or however, we have Riley and Kat and Melanie on the line tonight. And I want to kick us off with some celebrations. And what a better way to start with some celebrations. So in the way of sponsoring, we have 4 people who have sponsored folks so far this month. I'm going to start with Riley. Riley sponsored Kimberly McGee in Maine, from Maine. Yes. Woohoo, Riley. That's so awesome. Danielle.
Thank you.
Yay. Danielle Wadsworth from Maine sponsored Lindsay Mishu from Maine. Woohoo! It's so super exciting to add folks to our team. Heather Lambert from Florida sponsored Sherilyn Mello, M-E-L-L-O, could be Mello. And then Chelsea Anderson from Maine sponsored Angie Foss from Maine. And Kat, your person joined right towards the end of last month. Was that correct?
Yes, she did. Sarah Quinn.
So Sarah Quinn, and is she from Maine? Yes, she's from Maine because you got together. Yeah.
Yes, she lives in Belgrade.
That's so awesome. And Sarah just placed her first order, did you say last night?
Yes.
That is so super exciting. Now, I have to tell you a story about Chelsea. So for those folks who are like, I don't know what I'm doing with this business. I don't know what's going on. Or maybe you've just come back. So Chelsea is direct to me. And she joined, I want to say like 3 years ago in the summertime, and didn't do anything. It just was not the right time for her. I don't know what happened. It doesn't matter. However, recently, I think it was 3 months ago, she came back. Last month, she certified. This month, I just looked and earlier today, and I saw that she had over 1,000 PRV already. And I messaged her, and I think the message went sort of like, holy crap on a cracker, look at the PRV. You're doing amazing. The only thing you need now is a recruit so you can get another raise. And do you know what she did?
Yes.
She got a recruit tonight. I said,
that's
you're
awesome.
such a rock star. And she said, I just listened. And I think that's so fun. And I happened to see the post. So she posted on Facebook about setting goals and crushing them and working her business from home when she can and having a full-time job. And wouldn't somebody else like to do that too? And somebody answered that post. So you just never know who's watching and when the right time is. So Riley, tell me how you found your person and how you got her going.
I did my first home party last month, and she was at the home party, and she actually came late. She didn't even make it for the home party. And I had met her once before, but she actually did not even remember that she had met me. And she is a super sweetheart, and she likes to chat. And I just said to her, like, I think this is right up your alley. And she has a daughter that does cheerleading, so I kind of led into it with how we have some pretty awesome ways of doing fundraisers. And if nothing else, that could help her be able to support her daughter. And so, like, a few weeks went by, and I checked in with her a couple times in those weeks, but she really wasn't ready yet. And then I checked in with her again, and she was like, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I think I'm ready to join your team. And she's super excited.
Yay!
And it was really, really cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. Super exciting. Yeah. Now, Kat, your person was your hairdresser. How did that happen?
I went in branded wearing my Scentsy shirt, And Sarah says, oh, do you sell Scentsy? I said, yes, I do. And we talked about that while she was cutting my hair and stuff. And then she was going to do a show on the go party. So I brought in a bag for her. And then she got a hold of me a couple of nights later and she says, I think I want to join. And I said, awesome. So
Yay.
she joined.
That's so awesome.
She's done some other direct parties plans before, so she has somewhat of an idea. It's just learning the Scentsy way of doing things. So I think she's going to do well.
Yes, that's awesome. Every business has their own little ways about doing things. For me,
Right.
Scentsy, for me, I've done a lot of different direct sales, and this has been the one that has really spoke to my heart. And I love how all the way up from the consultant to the home office, everybody's very family oriented and wants to make sure that there's a balance there. So I appreciate that. And it just makes us different, very different, I think.
Yeah.
Awesome. I see an Angie is on the Zoom with us tonight. Angie, do you need help turning on your camera or anything, or you just want to be a silent partner, and that's absolutely okay too?
I don't have a camera.
Oh, that's okay. But you do have a microphone. Okay. So I was just doing some recognition, and I was recognizing new folks. Angie, what's your last name?
Boss.
So you are the one who just joined tonight.
Yes.
Welcome to our Scentsy
Welcome.
family. Yay! I'm so glad you're here. So these are weekly Zoom meetings that we have, and everybody in our team is welcome to participate with them as little or as much as they want. It's a way for us to share some information and share some helpful tips, and oftentimes find out just what people want while we're here. So if there's some tips that you need or you just want to listen, that's quite fine, however you want to do that.
I'm just going to listen. Maybe I can actually learn something.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so we just did recognition for folks who had done some sponsoring. So we had already mentioned your name, and here you are. I'm so super proud of you for jumping right in with both feet. So the next thing that I wanted to mention was our top 10 in sales. So in the way of top 10 in sales, we have number 1, certified consultant from Maine with, and that is Chelsea Anderson with over 1,000 PRV so far this month. Yes, so super amazing. Number 2, we have Danielle Wadsworth, director from Maine with over 600 PRV.
Danielle.
Yeah, she's rocking it. She's a rock star. She is. Number 3 is Jill Crochet, superstar consultant from Maine with over 600 PRV. Number 4 is Heather Lambert, star director from Florida with over 600 PRV. Number 5 is Riley, and Riley is here on the line with us tonight.
Yay!
Yay! She is a certified consultant from Maine with over 500 PRV. Yay! Way to go. Number 6 is Valeria Paddington. She's a superstar consultant from Washington with over 400 PRV. Number 7 is Nicole Cooley, director from Maine with over 400 PRV. Number 8 is Lacey Pasco, who is a certified consultant from Maine with over 400 PRV. Number 9 is Heather Martin, director from Washington with over 400 PRV. And number 10 is Tori Ladd, who is a star consultant from Maine with over 400 PRV. So the thing to listen to that kind of speaks to me is it doesn't matter what your title is, whether you're a certified consultant or a director, it doesn't matter. Your PRV, you're sponsoring, you get to own it, and you can be whatever it is that you want. I should say, just so that you don't think that Ron and I are slacking, so my name, Melanie Howell, Superstar Director from Maine. We have 1,223.20 PRV, and so we are really starting out the month fierce, if you will, because quite often it's trickling in towards the end, and I have to get my hustle on. So this month, I haven't had to get my hustle on. I've been partying strong, and I'm loving it. I'm embracing something that's new for me. So I'm embracing online parties, and I am an in-person people person. So it's not in my comfort zone nor my wheelhouse. However, I'm playing with it, having fun. And what I'm noticing is the biggest thing is same thing with a home party. Get the host involved, and the more the host is involved, the better your party's going to be.
Yeah.
Anybody else been doing some online parties?
I did one not too long ago, but it didn't go over real well. But
I've had the same
the
thing.
host wasn't really involved a lot at the time either, so.
Yep. Riley, you were saying?
I haven't done an online party yet. I have a online party coming up, but I've done a Facebook event alongside all of the basket parties I've done.
Yep.
And I always just kind of coach the host, like the more you're into it, the more your party goers will be into it. And when I had my basket party before I signed on, I was really into my party, and my basket party before I signed on was like $1,100.
Wow.
So I know that it was because I was so excited about it that people bought stuff. So that's what I tell all my hosts, like, you can do this, but you've got to put something into it.
Yep. Keep your eye on the prize. So what is it that you want? What are you working towards?
Right.
And it's even okay to post that. Hey, this host Sally Sue is having this party because she really wants to get this, this, and this. And the great thing about having a Scentsy party, no matter which way you party, we have awesome host rewards. And I cannot wait for Sally Sue to earn whatever this is. And pictures are powerful. So many people are visual people.
Yes.
Something new for me in the way of partying. So I was talking with another direct seller friend, and they had come from a meeting, and in their meeting they were coached, rather than doing an event, to do a group and have it set to a closed group. And the reason why is because Facebook algorithms are always changing, and the folks who were part of the events weren't seeing all of the stuff that was posted. And that spoke spoke volumes.
That's what's been happening to me.
Yes. So, and I've tried it recently, and again, the host needs to be involved. Because if the host isn't involved, it's going to be crickets, and the party's not going to be successful. We need that energy. You could have an amazing consultant who is super cool, and if that host is just not doing it or not being involved and isn't passionate about her party, then it's not going to do much. So here's some cool things about having a group. First, well, this isn't necessarily cool, but first tip, do not invite everybody. Choose 50 of your friends who like to party and private message them the link to the group that says, hey, so for them, hey, I'm having a Scentsy party. If you love Scentsy, I would love you to be part of my party. Here's the link. And they actually have to ask to come into the room, so you know that every single person who's there is there because they want to be there. Because if you just click add, There are going to be people, I'm going to be honest, I get annoyed when I get added to groups and people don't ask me first. So, and I tried this firsthand because I just was a host for another direct seller, and I tried this very same method, and I just had over a $500 party, and I didn't even show a catalog to anybody. It was just all online, and it was because the people who wanted to be there wanted to be there. Same thing happened with my Scentsy party when I coached my host that way. It's, for one thing, if you have more than 50 people, then it seems too big and it doesn't seem personal. Now, and by keeping it to 50, you're thinking about, okay, who would want to have an invitation? Who would want to be here? And then, so that's the inviting part. So the next thing that I found with groups that is amazing, and it's part of my VIP page, I can do that too. You can schedule posts. So you do not, so my online parties, this is not what everybody has coached. I ask my host, how long do you want your party to be open for? And I'm doing one right now who's a nurse, and they get paid every 2 weeks. And she said, Melanie, do you mind if we close it up right towards the end of the month? Because that's when they're going to get their second payday. And so her party is going to be going on for about 3.5 weeks, which is a long time to have a Facebook party open. And it's we're not coached to do that. That said, for these folks, it's like having it for 2 paychecks. So it gives them a chance to budget just a little bit. So setting that time limit, letting folks know. So that's the other thing. So when you do this as part of a group, there's no in your face when the party starts and stops. So that can be good in the sense that if you need to extend your party a little bit, once you've started a Facebook event, you can't change the date at all. So in the group.
Oh, that's the worst.
I know. Yeah. So the next thing, scheduling posts now. Have you ever scheduled a post here? Anybody? Okay.
No.
So Angie and Riley, you're not going to be able to see this, but you can always, oh no, Angie, you'll be able to see this. Hello. So, but Riley is on her phone, so she's not going to be able to see this. So I'm going to share my screen. So Riley, when you get a chance, try walking through these steps or watch this video again. Okay. So let me find. I'm notorious for having way too many windows open. All right, so I am. So here's my Facebook page. This is the Believers and Achievers page. And this is, do I want to do it here? Let's go into Nicole's event. And I see.
This is so cool. I get to even watch you type.
I know, isn't that cool? So this is one of the reasons why I like to do Zooms, because people can see more hands-on stuff, and I don't have to try to describe it quite so much. So I'm going into this person's online party, and okay, so I'm going to start typing a post. Let's see, what do I want it to say? I'm going to find a picture first, because that'll help me decide what I want to say. And I'm a little bit of a junkie, so just know that if you see a whole bunch of stuff, I keep like everything. And okay, so that's my pictures. That was just Ron. Don't worry, he'll be all right. Okay, so I found a picture that I want to post, and it's just, I did a screenshot from the catalog, and it's the 5 warmers, and it's the Coastal Cool one from the catalog. And I'm just gonna say, who loves, and I like to do pictures when I can, so my love is gonna have a little heart where the O is. Coastal. And I can't spell for beans, so if you can't spell, well, you probably, my 7th grader way out spells me. I have to ask her sometimes. Who loves coastal themes? All right, so the other thing that I would typically do is I would attach their link, but to do that, I have a couple of steps. You know what? I will show you how I do that once. Oh, I can't if I schedule this. I'll do it with another post. All right, so who loves coastal themes? Now, when I'm on my computer, on the phone, it's going to say, up at the top of the post, it's going to say schedule. But on my computer, right beside where it says post, there's a little clock. So when you click on the clock, it'll open it up and it says select a date and time in the future for when you want to post, when you want your post to publish. So, and you can choose today, you can choose whatever day. I am going to choose today, and I'm going to choose 10. And I'm kind of crazy, so my post, whenever I post something, the minutes is always the day. Don't think you have to do this. I'm freaky like that. The minutes is always the day of the month. So 10:15, because I like randomness. And so I know if I choose the day of the month, it's going to be a random time. And so once
thinking.
Please just know that Becca Levi, who's my sponsor says you don't have to be perfect to be powerful. And that quote is very, very important to me because I am as far from perfect as there possibly can be. The one thing that I have going for me that I will own is I have heart. I love my people and I love my business. So I lean on that heart a lot. All right. So once you're all done there, you just click schedule. Now, the cool thing for this is, let's say your week is going to be crazy busy, and you have a pocket of time on Sunday or whatever day, and you can create all of your posts for the entire next week or 2 weeks if you want to in advance, and know that your VIP page, your online parties, your everything is going to be going when you're going crazy.
That's awesome to know. Thank you.
Yeah. The other thing that you can do, and I'm not crazy good with this, but I will get better, is if you're doing online parties and you want some similarity, if you will, you can create a document in, your documents and copy and paste and schedule those posts. And add pictures where you want, add videos where you want. And for the videos, I usually go to YouTube to get them, and I just copy the link. And when you're pasting that link in there, it's the same thing as scheduling. So it's a very useful tool for me, and one that if there were no other reason for me to do a group versus an event, it's the scheduling piece of it. The other thing that Facebook has done that helps for having the group is you can now archive groups. So it doesn't have to be open forever and ever and ever. That said, you can always go look back at other groups and see, okay, what did I do here that got a lot of engagement? So that's another thing that I've done, is learned that don't keep it all about Scentsy. Get some personalities coming in and get some chatter going. So like the post that we have on our team page with me being excited about roasting marshmallows, that's in my event. Now, while I have you, and I hadn't planned to talk this much about online parties, but can you, adding your host to their picture to their party on your PWS is powerful, because whenever you post their link, that host picture comes up. Yeah. So I pin to the top of the page the link to the host party, and they always can see that host beautiful face. Now, tip, when it comes to grabbing a picture, choose a profile picture, because that profile picture is one that they felt confident enough to put up there. If you cannot find one, ask the host for a picture. Because if you don't and you choose a different one, some people have all kind of, myself included, all kind of insecurities about how their pictures look that are posted out there. And one of my most recent hosts was thankful to me for asking, because another consultant with a different party didn't ask, put a horrible picture, and she didn't want to hurt the person's feelings telling her that, but the whole time, every single time she saw her picture, she was cringing. And I don't want that experience. Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. So.
I have a quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
So even if so I was doing the event to go alongside a basket party.
Yeah.
But even if it's an online party, you would do it as a group instead of an event.
So part of me says yes. I haven't done that yet. I haven't had a basket party so I always, until 2 weeks ago, I have always done events for everything, because I was coached that it was a no-no, that people didn't like it. And after chatting with another direct seller and hearing the benefits of it, I'm sold. And I would ask someone, if the host, would you prefer an event or would you prefer a group?
Okay.
And
can you still do live videos and stuff in groups?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can do live videos, you can do polls, you can do everything that you can in an event, in a group, except for set the start and stop time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So what I'm kind of showing the folks here is in my group, my Scentsy party, I even posted stuff that I posted on the team page. So it's a live video that has Orville and Heidi, and it says, "This is amazing. I love how amazing and generous our Scentsy family is at home office. I want folks to know what we have. I want folks to book parties. I want folks to join our team, because what we have is not what is, it's amazing. It's not what everybody else has out there." And so in this video, it shows that Orville and Heidi and a bunch of folks at the home office volunteered and created a playhouse to be donated, and the money that gets raised from it is going towards Habitat for Humanity. And Scentsy donated all of the materials. The other thing, so they said, because it was up for auction, was that if a consultant were the one who won the bid, that they would match whatever that winning bid was. So I thought that was just hugely generous. When they had already, I think they had like $3,000 worth of materials in this playhouse. And the bid at that time was only at like $3,100 or something like that. So just amazing people. And this is my plug for going to Reunion. Reunion is in Anaheim, California. If you can at all get there, it's one of the ways to meet these amazing people and really get a bigger view on what we have. And it's just, you can't really put it into words. This is how I describe it. I hope everybody here likes ice cream. I can describe what an ice cream cone looks like, what it smells like, but I cannot describe to you. Well, I can even try to describe to you what it tastes like, but until you take that lick, you don't know what that ice cream is all about. So going to Reunion and meeting these folks stand for people to take pictures with them, sometimes for hours. For hours. They have posted on our Scentsy family page, hey, we're going to dinner. Does anybody want to come with us? I've had the privilege, because of incentive trips and going to leadership, I've had the privilege to have dinner with them multiple times, and they are just honest to goodness, real people. And they look for and hire at the home office the same type of high quality people who are just real people. So I just can't say enough.
That's awesome.
Hon, I ran into a problem.
Okay.
I was looking on the site where it says that when you first sign up, you get like the thing for online, your personal web page or whatever it is.
Okay.
And I don't have a credit card, so it won't let me set it up.
Oh, okay. So the same credit card, you're going to need to call support. You can do that now, or you can in the morning, because your website is free for the first 3 months. And when you were joining, you had to have a credit card to be able to join. So that credit card is what would be on hold for now. And what I would recommend to you is to go to a local bank and start up a new account for your business and that has a debit card. Do not go to a credit union. I only say that because their limit is typically $300 to $500, and if your party is greater than that, then you're not going to be able to just put the whole party in all in one day. So I recommend a regular bank. If for some reason you can't do that, some people will get one of those cards that you can reload at Walmart, and it just has to be reloadable. That will work.
Okay.
I have a quick question to go along with that.
Sure.
I am I'm only on 2 months of my free trial on the website, but is that how it works? Is when my 3 months is up, they will just start charging my credit card or my debit card?
Yes.
Or
and
is there something I need to do?
No, they'll just automatically charge the card that you signed up with. That said, if you want to change it, you can do that too. It's on the account tab.
Okay, and how much is that a month?
It's $10, and it is so worth it because people can join there. People from your online parties or even your basket parties can go shop there. People know people who are not local, so setting folks up online for their parties so that folks can shop them is a really good thing. And once you get to lead consultant, here's another powerful perk. So once you get to lead consultant, whenever somebody goes to Scentsy.com, and let's say they're in your area, I think you said Gardner, Riley?
I'm Oxford.
Oxford. So whenever somebody in the Oxford area is looking for a Scentsy consultant, they will send them to anybody who's lead or above who was lead or above that previous month. So I get Scentsy.com orders, sometimes at least $100 in a month. And those are
awesome
people that I can follow up and help them to become my customers so that they don't necessarily have to go to Scentsy.com. The other thing is when you put people into your system, and so like whenever somebody orders, if you put their email address, Scentsy will automatically send them to you, the last person that they ordered with.
Oh, awesome.
So that's a powerful thing too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I have another question.
I love questions.
I added a team member. So will I go to a lead consultant once she places an or once she places a qualifying party?
So here, there's 3 different pieces of the puzzle, if you will.
Okay.
So she needs to be active. So you need one, as a lead consultant, you need one active front line. You need to have at least 500 PRV.
Okay.
And together, you need to have at least 1,000 TWV, which the TW, do you understand what TWV is?
No, but I've seen it on my workstation, but I would love for you to explain it.
Okay, so Sensi pays us our commission off of our PRV, personal retail volume.
Yeah.
Sensi pays us our bonus monies from leadership off of our wholesale, and our wholesale is our PRV minus that 25%, because we've already been paid on that. So that's what wholesale is. And so it's your wholesale and her wholesale all added together. And some people need more than one person. It depends on how their sales are. If you are higher in sales and she's shooting for more than just being active, then it's very easily done with just the 2 of you. But let's say she's more of a hobbyist and is just putting in an order every 3 months, then you're going to want to look for more team members.
Okay. So you can bounce back and forth. Like one month you may be lead, but the next month you might not have enough sales and so on to be lead.
Once you achieve lead, you'll always be lead, but you won't get paid on lead. Sensi pays you on what you do in a month, not what you've always done.
Okay.
So everybody starts over at the beginning of every single month.
Okay.
The other thing that I will tell you that this may or may not be important to you, because I've been in other direct sales, this was important to know for me. Once you have a team, no matter what you do, unless you leave Sensi, you will not lose that team. If you do something unethical, then Sensi can take that away. But based on your sales, you would not lose your team. I know in some of the other direct sales, if you don't meet certain quotas, you lose your team and you have to start over from the beginning. So I find that to be a blessing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So really quickly before we get off this topic, so once you've become lead, you'll keep the title as lead. So if somebody orders in Oxford and I'm the closest person, they would throw that to me still, even if I wasn't lead for that month.
Actually, no.
You know what I mean?
You needed, so for Sensi to send you those people, you needed to be lead that previous month, because Sensi looks for active lead consultants and above. So if you weren't on that particular month, they wouldn't.
Okay, that makes sense.
Now, that said, if somebody was to look you up by name, once you're certified, they should be able to find you.
Okay.
Okay. Yay. These are great questions.
I'm glad.
Great questions. So I'm going to go back to this one more time on my event. So when I create a post, I either will post their link for people to order in the comments, or I learned this, I will type the word order here and with a little down finger and post the link right underneath that, because I want it to be clear for somebody to know where they can order. And sometimes people only have a moment here or a moment there. So if I don't make things clear and easy, I don't want my host to miss out on an order.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to stop my screen share. So the next thing that I wanted to say was back to the basics. Spray your money. Make your money smelly. So so what I do is I will fan my money out, including the checks that if I'm going to the bank, I'll fan it out, and then I will spray room spray into the air, and then I will wave the money through that, because wherever I am, it's the smell that sells. So I want people to ask me, oh, what's that smells so good? And it strikes up conversations. And sometimes I will tell them, if they ask me directly, how do you get it to smell that good? But most of the time, people, once they get talking to me, know that, oh, so do you remember my maiden name was Huey. So
yes.
I had some pretty nasty nicknames. So sometimes it was Pewy Huey, and sometimes it was Smelly Melly. Now I am Melly Melly in a fantastic way, and I am okay with it. So by spraying my money, or you can even just keep samples in with your money, and it's going to smell them up.
That's what I do.
Yes. If you're mailing something, so whatever I mail out, I will either put one of our scratch and sniff stickers on it that come with the scent of the month. Hi, Gracie. Or I will do the same thing as I do with my money, and I'll room spray into the air, and I'll fan it through there, because I want it to catch people's attention. All of your catalogs, whenever you send stuff out in basket parties. Oh, sorry, were you saying something?
Sorry to cut this short, ladies, but it's getting late on my end.
Yes, I gotta go in just a minute.
Well, if you're going, then I guess I can wait.
Oh, okay. Well, don't feel like you have to stay. I just have like 2 more things that I wanted to share, and then I'm gonna peace out Girl Scout myself.
All right, I'll just wait then.
Okay. So when you're sending out a hostess packet or a basket party or anything like that, I make sure that everything smells good too, because again, I want people to ask the host, oh, what is that? What is it that smells so good? And that will get people start conversations happening. So if you don't have a room spray, be sure to get one. The one that I will often use is the one that's the scent of the month. However, I gotta say that I'm in love with Johnny Appleseed. So that Johnny Appleseed room spray, even the Johnny Appleseed wax, all month long, I've been using that instead of, and I may just keep it because I love it. And so that's the thing. Whatever excites you is going to excite other people. You cannot fake this excitement. It is real, right, and it's contagious. So find what works best for you. If the scent of the month isn't one that you're in love with, then use something that you are in love with, so that when you're talking about it, you can be authentic. Now, for folks that have like limited amounts of what they like, I would find scent testers. So have folks smell. Like the scent of the month, if I don't love it, I usually go to my sister or my nephew who lives across the street, and I say, hey, smell this and tell me what you think. Or some regular people, smell this and tell me what you think. And when they say that they love it, okay, what do you love about it? Tell me. Because whatever they love about it is what I'm going to share with people. Because we don't have to love everything. We just need to find somebody who does.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. My last thing that I'm going to say is don't overspend. As a consultant, you are here to make money, not spend money. And if you overspend, then what happens is it makes your business have to be reactive, if you will. Your business really needs to make money, because if it doesn't make money, then you'll be like, why am I spending all this money? I'm not making any money. And it builds bitterness, and that's not what I want you to do. Our business, our owners were bankrupt. practically, well, they didn't go to bankruptcy. They were on their way, and they decided to swing for the fence, and they call it bootstrapping. Whenever they got money, they reinvested. So 10% is what I recommend. 10%. So if your paycheck is $100, then $10 is what you have to spend on your business that month. If you want to spend more money, then you need to move some product so that you can spend some more money. And I want you to have a healthy business and not feel like your business needs to be performing to help you get back the money that you spent.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
I can talk all night long. However, it is getting late, and I believe I was actually supposed to stop at 9:15 because it's supposed to be a 45-minute Zoom. I want to thank you for being part of our call with us. For the folks who are going to watch this later, I want to thank you for being part of the call or the Zoom. And I want you to say to yourself, what is it that I want from my business this month? What is it? What is it that I want it to do for me? Whether it's buy a cup of coffee, pay for some groceries, pay for some gas, whatever it is that's meaningful to you, or maybe make enough money so that you can go out on a date night with your honey. Who knows what that is?
College loan.
Yes, or pay for, did you say college loans?
Yes.
Yes, or pay for college. So decide what that is and then go for it, because there's nothing that you can't have or do if you're willing to do what it takes to get to it. Thank you so much, and have a happy rest of the week.
You too.
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you.